Sine, cosine, tangent. If right triangle trigonometry seems like a big guessing game, I will show you how you can know for each problem which one to use. I do remember myself being very confused to be like, what do you mean by adjacent? What do you mean by opposite? Well, if let's say you're given this problem right here, and this is our angle theta. This is the angle that we are focused on. We're trying to figure out what the degree of this angle is. Well, they have given us this two side. We could actually solve for the third side. Do you know how? We could use the Pythagorean theorem. But that is not the purpose of this video, so we're not going to do that. But the purpose of this video is just to find the angle, the unknown angle. So if we look at our angle, directly opposite from our angle. So imagine if you were a person standing right here, this side is directly opposite from you. So directly opposite from our angle theta is 10. And then the hypotenuse is the side that is always across from the right triangle. So that part I had down, I remember that. But it was just like, what do you mean by opposite or adjacent? Well, yeah, so opposite is the one that is exactly opposite from whatever angle you're looking at. So meaning that if we're looking for this angle, then this is the side that would be opposite from it. So it's just in reference from where you're standing or what angle you're dealing with. So in this case, we don't know. So we're looking for sine theta, the angle, and opposite is 10, and hypotenuse is 12. You are going to use sine for this because if you remember SOH CAH TOA, if you have the opposite side and the hypotenuse, you need to use sine. And since we're looking for the angle, we in our calculator, we're actually going to do sine -1. So it's inverse sine of 10 over 12. So your Desmos calculator or TI, even a basic scientific calculator, that's what I used to solve these. So just your basic calculator will work. So if you do sine -1 of 10 over 12, and that gave me 56 degrees. And if they say to round to any specific place value, be sure to do that. But I'll just round to the nearest whole number here. So that is 56 degrees. All right, let's try another one. So this one, in this particular one, we actually do have the angle. So you're always going to get 2 out of 3 information. So you need 2 out of 3 things to be able to solve these. So in this particular one, we have our angle and we have the side that's adjacent to it. We actually don't have the side that's opposite. So we have an angle, we have adjacent, that's our A, but we don't have opposite. So we're doing tangent here. So tangent, we do know the angle is 35, so you have to write tangent of 35 equals opposite over adjacent. And to solve for this, the quick way to do this is you can think of it as a cross multiplication. Really, you can imagine that there's a 1 under here. Think of it as a cross multiplication. X times 1 is X, and 8 times tangent 35. And again, using our calculator, we have 8 times tangent 35. And we have, well, I'll round this to the 10th place. We have 5.6. So the side that is opposite 35 is 5.6 unit. It could be inches, whatever unit they're talking about here, but that's how long that side is. All right, let's try another one. So again, these are only with our right triangles. I do this backwards. And we are solving for, in this one, our x is right here. Oh no, our x is right here, sorry. So in this particular problem, we're looking for the hypotenuse. So we have, and how do we know it's the hypotenuse? It's the side that is opposite the right triangle. So we have the given angle, and we have the adjacent side. That is a side that is right next to our given angle. So you can see it, they're touching. So this is a cosine situation when we have the adjacent side and we're looking for the hypotenuse. So cosine 15 equal adjacent over hypotenuse. So we set up our equation and we're solving for x. So in solving for this, we can cross multiply. X is cosine, x times cosine 15. And 120 times 1 is 120. Now we want to isolate our variable x. So we're going to divide by cosine 15. Divide by cosine 15. And again, you can use a calculator. 120 divided by cosine 15. And that gave me 124.2 if I round to the nearest tenth. Okay, I'm going to give you one more. And you can pause the video, try it on your own, and see how you do with this one. You know, in school, they always give you, the teacher always shows you the easy one, and then on the test or quiz, they always throw in something. It's like, where did that come from? So we have one with the radical. So you can pause the video and see if you're able to do it. I mean, I know kids are often afraid of radicals, but you'll solve it exactly the same way. So looking at this problem, we have the degree. We have the adjacent side because it's touching that 63 pretty much. It's like the angle for 63 is right here, and it's like touching that side. So that's our adjacent. And we're looking for hypotenuse. That's the side that's across from the 90 degrees. So this is another cosine problem. So cosine 63 equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So we will solve it just like we did the last one. So we'll cross multiply. And cross multiply. And divide by cosine 63. Divide by cosine 63. And for this one, I got 9.3 for our hypotenuse. All right, did you get that? All right, I hope this video was helpful. Remember to like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions or suggestions for other videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.